everyone! I am an all-in mentee from All-in Edu Space. Today, I'll be guiding you guys through my university application journey. Ever since middle school, I began to look for majors that I wanted to take for university. After exploring the various fields and taking an aptitude test, I managed to narrow down my interests to three main fields. The first being music, the second being computer science, and the third being business. After narrowing it down to these three main things, I began to consider which countries I would like to apply to. So then I took into consideration China and USA. I know for a fact that Chinese people are talented in negotiations and business. Therefore, I decided to apply for a business major in China. And I also know how USA has a lot of technological advancements. Therefore, I decided to apply for computer science for the US universities. Eventually, I decided to apply for CUHK Shenzhen in China, and I decided to apply to a few Ivies in USA, namely Harvard and Stanford, and also to a few UCs, namely UC Berkeley. One of the main struggles that I faced was the fact that my high school years were spent in a pandemic. And due to the constraints of a pandemic, there was a limited range of activities that I could do. Therefore, with these in mind, I decided to brainstorm on the potential activities I could do, even during the pandemic. With these considerations in mind, I decided to adapt to the circumstance I was in. For music, I began to perform in online platforms such as Zoom. For computer science, I decided to join online hackathon. And for business, I decided to pursue personal projects, as well as a few MUNs and World Scholars Cup, which is a debating program. After the amount of exploration I did, I began to form my personal brand. My personal brand was a singer-songstress with a fascination for computer science and business. So if someone was to ask me, hey, what's your personal brand? That would be my answer. Next came the application process. So let's think about my writing journey and my application process. It's a tad complicated. You see, I was in the middle of my holidays when I was writing and drafting all these essays. I was touring around Europe at the time, and because of the time difference, it was really difficult to communicate with my mentor who was situated here. Because of this, my mentor was very concerned, and I was also concerned too. And my mentor kept on asking me, hey, are you done with your essay? Did you manage to finish it? So what I did instead was find the tiny little minutes that I had, the tiny spare times that I had, and used it to have laser focus writing time. I did my essays on the bus, in the restaurant, in the hotel. It was like a holiday with a side project, but yet I had to focus and prioritize my essays over my holiday. I ended up submitting my university applications on New Year's. I watched the fireworks with my family, and when we came back to the hotel, I continued drafting and submitting my applications. So despite the hecticness of the university application journey that I had, it's been interesting. A quick tip that I have for all of you is to make sure you utilize your time properly and be sure that you don't double book accidentally like I did. What you should do instead is either utilize your holidays to finish your applications or find leisure time, and once you have those leisure time, use it to work on your essays too. After submitting my university application, I got a notification to do an interview with CUHK Shenzhen and Stanford. Typically, interviews are conducted when universities are narrowing down scholarship candidates. My Stanford interview, which was initially 45 minutes, ended up becoming 1 hour and 30 minutes. A quick tip for you if you're feeling pressured when you're doing interviews is to relax, take a deep breath, and know that it's just like a normal conversation with a friend. Therefore, you shouldn't feel too much pressure. After months of waiting, I finally hear back from these universities. One of the most memorable acceptance letters that I got was from CUHK Shenzhen. When I opened the university decision, I realized that I got a scholarship into CUHK Shenzhen, and I was so thrilled, and I was so grateful that I got that opportunity. Another memorable university decision I got was from UC Berkeley. Around the time I was at school, I opened my email and I saw this suspicious-looking email that mentioned how the results for admissions were out. I clicked on it and received a notification and news that I got into UC Berkeley. And I was screaming in excitement, and my friends were cheering me on too. As of now, I'm still weighing my options on which university I will end up in. In the near future though, I know for a fact that no matter which university I end up in, I would like to further pursue my passions in music, computer science, and business. This marks the end of my university application journey. Best of luck for you, fellow applicants, and thank you for watching. Remember, nothing is impossible because the word itself says that I'm possible. See you at the top. Bye!